All right. The last chunk of lesson 37.3 is questions 15 and 16. So let's take a look at those. It says make sense of problems. Use a normal distribution and a graphing calculator to estimate the probability that a student in Mr. Trent's class slept fewer than 6 hours. Does the answer that the calculator gives makes sense when you look at the data and explain? So fewer than 6 hours. So if you think about this, fewer than 6 hours would be anything between 0 and 6, right? Fewer than 6. So our lower boundary would be 0. Our upper boundary would be 6. And don't forget that our mean was 6.5 and our standard deviation was 2.4. So we're going to go through those same steps that we just did here a little bit ago by going to second vars. We're going to the CDF, normal CDF. Our lower boundary is going to be 0. Our upper boundary is going to be 6. And because we typed it in, it should already be saved in your calculator. So I'm going to go down to the paste. Well, I got the number 0.414. 0.414. Let's actually take a look at the data because I don't think that we did this earlier when we looked at the data. Let's see how many kids slept fewer than 6 hours. Well, I have 2, so that's 1. The kid that slept 4 and the kid that slept 5. So that's 3 people that slept less than 6 hours. So that's 3 out of 10. This would be our actual. Well, that would be 0.3. But if we look back at this information, and you'll notice, they said that between the hours of here, the frequency was 4. Between here, the frequency was 2. But notice that anything below 6 also includes 1 hour. Did anybody in the class sleep only 1 hour? Well, no. So the calculator takes into account one hour, which none of the students did. Now, number 16 says, estimate the probability that a student in Mr. Trent's class slept fewer hours than you did in the last 24 hours. So these answers would vary depending on what your data would say. For instance, mine would say 0 to 7. Yours might say 0 to 3 or 0 to 5. It just depends on however many hours you slept. So I'm going to put here, answers will vary. If you want to talk to me about this, whenever you get to it, I will gladly assist you to get the right answer there. So answers, I should have put will vary. We have now finished lesson 37.3.